Hello fellow traders, Philip Tigers from Stock Market Strategy. The other day we had a member, or should I rather say a fellow trader. I believe that Stock Market Strategy is a community website, a place where we can learn, a place where we can interact. Especially when we launch the chat forum, you'll be able to interact with other traders. But what I urge you to do is ask questions. Send me an email, write on the contact form on the website. I want Stock Market Strategy to be a place where you can get answers. Not only read articles and then not completely understand what the article meant or how to implement it in your own trading. So send me any questions you want. I'll try to respond to all of them, or I'll do a video if the subject is big enough. Okay, this trader, he asked how to see whether a pullback in an uptrend was something you should buy, or if that pullback was the beginning of a reversal. So here I'm going to list our rules to determine if we should enter or not. The first rule is the slope of the MA. We believe that if the slope of the MA is steep, we will at least get a test of the prior swing high. So in this case here, where you see that the MA is relatively steep, we believe that we should get at least a test of this one before potentially rolling over. We don't believe that if the slope of the MA is steep enough that we'll just do a V top and then tank. No, we believe that we'll at least get a phase 3, so we have an opportunity to scratch our trade in case that the momentum is running out of this stock. Second is, how many pullbacks or retracement has there been in the current trend? If the trend is in alignment with the higher time frames, and if the retracement is the first or second time, then the odds favor a trend continuation. So in this case we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, doesn't mean that the third or fourth or fifth retracement won't work. We are just saying that the first or second retracement in alignment with the higher time frame trend has a much higher odds of working out. So in this case here, you want to make sure that the daily trend is up, and then you buy this here or buy this one, then you're in alignment with the higher time frame. The third thing is a bit more difficult to spot, and that's the decreasing volume in the retracement. In this case here, it's relatively easy to spot. You see this pullback back to the MA, and you also see a decreasing volume. This is not a must for us, but when it's there, we can say, okay, that rule is also intact. We can now go in with a full maximum position. The fourth thing is something we call the stair steps, and that's our favorite trend following pattern. Let me just show you that. It's when it comes back and maximum tests the prior swing high in an uptrend. Like these. It pulls a little bit back into it, but not convincingly into the prior swing high, but it does do it a little bit, and in that case, when we're a little bit confused about it, we'll say, okay, we will then decrease our position size. Also, it's a third setup that also makes us decrease the position size. But if you notice this here, we got our stair steps here. The first step, the second step, and the third step. That's our favorite pattern to trade. When you have a trend that it looks like a stair, that's our favorite setup. Now, and the last thing is a bit difficult to explain because it can be a bit confusing, and that is that in an uptrend, that the price is not taking out any swing lows. And people would say, but then it's not longer an uptrend. Well, some people, they define the uptrend different. For example, in this case here, some people might say that this trend is intact because it's not broken the trend line. But in our case, we say, well, it's taking out this major swing low, so it's no longer a strong uptrend and it favors a trend reversal. So if I just scroll a little bit to the right here, you see it did try to rally but then fell and continued down. Then I can even show you quickly here, again a stair step pattern. You go, that's a swing low, and that's the swing high in the downtrend. It respects this, and you can kind of sense a stair step, especially if we get this here and we see that again. So if it comes up here and gets rejected, that's a great opportunity to go short according to our rules. Let's get back to where our trend ends and see if we could have spotted that with these rules. Now, here you also see a nice stair step, so that's fine to go short. The next one is this. That's one of the warnings here, is that you can see how it retraces a lot into the prior swing low, much more than this did. But this is also a concern, but this is a much bigger concern that it pulls so much back into the prior swing low. Another thing is the slope of the MA. If you notice that the slope of the MA in this case here, how steep that is, compared to next time you want to go short. This is the retracement, and you see the MA, nice steep slope here, and here it's not that steep, slowly flattening out, could be forming a phase one, which it also did. So I hope you can use these things in your trading arsenal to improve your profitability. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask them. This ends today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos.